Before we begin, make sure to like this video, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to Jikook Lover, so you never miss the latest global updates about BTS, Jimin, Jungkook, and everything the ARMY is talking about. What if one viral post was enough to make millions of people question everything they thought they knew about Jimin? Why has social media suddenly exploded with theories? Why are fans across the world analyzing every detail, even though there has been no official statement? Is this simply another internet rumor? Or is there something much bigger happening behind the scenes? Stay with us until the very end, because today's story isn't just about one viral post. It may completely change the way you look at the conversations surrounding Jimin. The internet moves incredibly fast, but every now and then, a single post appears that captures the attention of millions almost instantly. Over the past few days, that post has been centered on one name, Jimin. Without any official announcement, without a press conference, and without a public explanation from Jimin himself, social media suddenly became flooded with screenshots, translations, reactions, and endless discussions. Fans from different countries began asking the same question. Why is everyone suddenly talking about Jimin again? The viral posts claim to describe what might be happening behind the scenes of Jimin's solo career. It suggested ideas about his future, his personal ambitions, and possible challenges he could be facing. Within hours, those claims spread across multiple platforms, creating thousands of comments and sparking heated debates among ARMY worldwide. However, it is important to separate verified facts from online speculation. At the time of this video, the claims circulating in the viral post have not been confirmed by Jimin or his agency. Much of the discussion reflects opinions and interpretations shared by social media users rather than established facts. That, however, did not stop the internet from reacting. Some fans believe the post reflected Jimin's recent public image and artistic direction. Others argued that there was no reliable evidence supporting the claims at all. Meanwhile, many simply wondered why this particular post had suddenly gained so much attention compared to countless others shared every day. As more people joined the conversation, hashtags related to Jimin continued to spread across different platforms. Videos discussing the topic accumulated millions of views, reaction channels began analyzing every sentence, and fan communities started comparing the viral claims with Jimin's previous interviews, performances, and public appearances. But was everyone looking at the same picture? Or were people simply seeing what they wanted to believe? That's exactly what makes this story so fascinating. In today's video, we're going to examine how this viral post managed to dominate online conversations, why so many people reacted so strongly, what has actually been confirmed, and which parts remain nothing more than speculation. Because sometimes, the biggest story isn't the rumor itself. It's the way millions of people respond to it. As the viral post continued to spread across social media, one thing became impossible to ignore. The conversation had grown far beyond the original upload. It was no longer just about the words written in the post itself. Instead, it had evolved into something much bigger. A worldwide discussion about Jimin, his future, and the way fans interpret every move made by one of the biggest global stars of this generation. Across X, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and countless fan communities, people began translating the post into multiple languages. Within hours, thousands of reaction videos appeared. Some creators treated the claims as an interesting theory worth discussing, while others urged fans to remain cautious, reminding everyone that no official confirmation had been released. That contrast became one of the most fascinating parts of the story. For years, ARMY has developed a reputation for carefully analyzing every detail connected to BTS. Whether it's a single sentence during a live stream, an unexpected photograph, or even the timing of a social media update, fans have often searched for deeper meanings. This time was no different. Many people revisited Jimin's previous interviews, wondering whether any of his earlier comments could somehow relate to the ideas mentioned in the viral post. Others looked back at his solo promotions, his artistic choices, and the way he has presented himself over the last few years. But here's where the discussion becomes more complicated. Looking back at past interviews can be interesting, but it does not automatically prove that new online theories are true. Context matters. Public figures often speak about growth, creativity, and future ambitions without those comments necessarily supporting later speculation. Still, that didn't stop millions from wondering, could there really be something happening behind the scenes? Or had social media once again connected unrelated pieces into one dramatic narrative? Interestingly, many longtime fans noticed that discussions about Jimin tend to follow a familiar pattern. Whenever he remains relatively quiet in public, speculation often increases instead of decreasing. Silence in today's online culture sometimes becomes louder than words. Every absence creates questions. Every unanswered question creates theories. And every theory creates another wave of discussion. This cycle repeated itself once again. Some international fan accounts emphasized that Jimin has always been known for taking his work seriously. Throughout BTS's career, he has openly shared how much effort he puts into improving himself, whether in singing, dancing, or expressing emotions through music. Because of that reputation, many fans interpreted the viral post through the lens of personal artistic growth rather than conflict. Others completely disagreed. They argued that making assumptions about private business matters without evidence could easily create misunderstandings and unnecessary concern among fans. That disagreement quickly became one of the biggest debates surrounding the viral post. Should fans read between the lines? Or should they wait patiently for official information? The answer depends on who you ask. Meanwhile, entertainment commentators also began paying attention. Some pointed out that viral stories involving BTS members often spread incredibly fast simply because of the group's enormous global influence. With millions of dedicated fans around the world, almost any discussion involving a BTS member can become international news within hours. Even when the original source is speculative. That observation highlights something important. Popularity doesn't always determine accuracy. Sometimes, the biggest stories online are driven more by curiosity than by confirmed facts. And perhaps that's exactly why this situation became so fascinating. People weren't just reacting to information. They were reacting to uncertainty. The lack of official answers encouraged thousands of different interpretations. One person saw determination. Someone else saw artistic evolution. Others simply saw an internet rumor growing far beyond its original context. No matter which perspective people believed, one fact remained clear. Jimin's influence had once again become impossible to ignore. Even without making a public statement, his name dominated conversations around the world. That level of global attention is something only a handful of artists can generate. At the same time, many experienced fans reminded newer ARMY members of something equally important. Throughout BTS's career, there have been numerous occasions when online speculation turned out to be inaccurate or exaggerated. Because of that history, many encouraged everyone to avoid drawing conclusions too quickly. Instead, they suggested focusing on confirmed updates released through official channels. Even so, human curiosity is difficult to control, especially when mystery is involved. The more people are told that nothing has been confirmed, the more they want to search for hidden clues. This psychological pattern is not unique to the BTS fandom. It happens across entertainment, sports, politics, and nearly every area where public figures are involved. When information is incomplete, people naturally try to complete the story themselves. Sometimes they're right. Sometimes they're completely wrong. But the discussion itself continues to grow. That's exactly what happened here. The original viral upload eventually became only a small part of a much larger global conversation. Instead of asking whether the post was true, many people began asking a different question. Why did so many people believe it so quickly? Was it because the writing sounded convincing? Was it because people wanted answers? Or was it simply because anything involving Jimin instantly attracts worldwide attention? Perhaps the answer lies somewhere between all of those possibilities. One interesting observation made by longtime fans is that Jimin has consistently chosen to let his work speak louder than rumors. Rather than responding to every online discussion, he has generally focused on performances, music, and communication through official platforms. That approach has often allowed temporary speculation to fade naturally over time. Whether the same thing will happen again remains to be seen. Until official information becomes available, every new theory should be viewed carefully and critically. Because in today's digital world, speed often travels faster than verification. One emotional post can become global news overnight. One screenshot can generate millions of impressions. One interpretation can evolve into hundreds of different narratives. That doesn't necessarily mean those narratives are true. It simply demonstrates how powerful social media has become. For Jimin, whose every appearance is watched by millions, even ordinary moments can become international headlines. That level of visibility is both extraordinary and challenging. Every silence is questioned. Every decision becomes a topic of discussion. Perhaps that's one of the realities of being one of the world's most recognizable artists. As this story continues unfolding, fans everywhere are waiting to see whether any official clarification will eventually arrive, or whether the speculation will gradually disappear as attention shifts elsewhere. Until then, the conversation remains open. Supporters continue defending different viewpoints. Content creators continue offering new analyses. And social media continues doing what it does best, keeping everyone talking. Yet maybe the most important lesson isn't about the rumor itself. Maybe it's about how easily a single viral post can influence public perception, even when the available facts remain limited. That's why responsible discussion matters. Curiosity is natural. Questions are healthy. But separating verified information from speculation is equally important. Because at the end of the day, the truth doesn't become more accurate simply because millions of people repeat the same theory.